And then I think when it comes to the out of structure, in structure conversation, number one, he's unbelievable out of structure. When the play isn't there on the field as we expect it to be on paper, and he's got to go make something out of nothing, he's awesome. He is Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen and Lamar in that regard. He does that a lot. He does not do in structure often.
Caleb Williams has now said that he will forego the Holiday Bowl and won't play so he can get ready for the pros. It just makes me sick. I understand you got upset, you ran to the stands and you cried into mama's arms, and all the people, all the youngsters on Twitter were like, oh, he's in his feels, man. He's just being so genuine. I talked to a few of my buddies and I'm like, hey man, you want this guy in your team? You jumped into the arms of your mom because you lost a football game. You jumped into the arms in public of your mama because you lost a football game. And then that wasn't it. Then you were home or in the locker room or whatever. Then you tweeted, I just want to go home and cuddle with my dog. I mean, I have empathy. I feel bad for the kid. He should have done what he could. Lincoln Riley screwed him over. But Notre Dame kicked his ass. So I was, not too upset about that. And then I hear he jumps into the stands after getting beat and cries. And this is a year after he made fun of the Oregon quarterback who had done the same thing, but he didn't cry to his mama. Caleb Williams cried to his mama, then went home and cuddled with his dog and put all that out in public. I said, hey man, my mama, I need my mama. Mama, we lost. Mama, what am I gonna do? Oh, my baby boy, it's gonna be okay. Are you friggin' kidding me? Are you telling me the other kids on the team that didn't like give him side eye and said, dude, did you just go up there and sob to your mama because you lost a football game? Is that the age we're in right now, where these kids on social media just break down and cry at the drop of a hat and don't understand adversity and hardship? What are you gonna do when you get into the NFL and Nick Bosa rings your bell and whoops your ass, or Jalen Ramsey picks you off for 3 times during a game, does a pick 6 on you? Are you gonna go to the sidelines and look up in the stands from mama and say, oh, mama, he intercepted my pass. Oh my God, mama, I don't know if I can take this. You're about to make gazillions. Whoever drafts this guy is going to make him a multi-millionaire. And you gotta be sitting back going, what's gonna happen the first time that, he gets his bell rung? What happens if he goes up against Jalen Phillips and Jalen Phillips just knocks his block off? What happens if Sauce Gardner takes one of his passes and goes 6 the other way? Are you gonna start crying? I think people really have to look at that. I think you really have to see what kind of intestinal fortitude somebody has if they're willing to jump into the stands because they lost and get coddled by mama. I know Emmanuel Acho and some other guys are out there saying it was fantastic, it was great. He showed his feelings. We shouldn't stop somebody from showing their feelings. And I know Emmanuel Acho played football. He's a little on the younger side. But when he gets drafted, or it's draft time, the guys that are making that decision aren't 25, 26, and 27. There's going to be some head coaches who've got some, hair in their nuts, and the owners who have to stroke the check are going to say, did you go ahead and vet this guy good? I mean, is everything okay? Is he stable? Because I've never seen quarterback. I've never seen any position player saying, I just want to go home and cuddle with my dog after getting beat. Could you imagine this guy being in Miami? He ain't coming to Miami, but could you imagine him being in Miami or Vegas? And after the game, the guy's like, hey man, let's go hang out. Let's hit South Beach and play around. Let's go ahead and, hit the casino in Vegas. Now I'm just going to go home and cuddle with my dog. What? What did you just say? I'm going to cuddle with my dog. Maybe call mama. I don't mean to be giving this kid a hard time, but maybe something happened in his family. Maybe somebody died. It was heavy on his heart. I just think an explanation has to be given to, well, not to me, not to you, but to whoever is thinking about drafting him, because when I show you who may draft him, you can bet your ass that guy's going to want to know. You can bet your sweet bippy this guy's going to crawl up his butt with a microscope and say, hey, I need to know where you are mentally because I'm not dealing with this. So you're saying, Barry, who might that be? Who may be that guy, if he's still around, that could end up drafting Caleb Williams? Where would Caleb Williams end up? Well, I'm going to go to this site, and I want to show you guys something here. Let me get it straight. Here is the list as it stands today. As it stands today, here is the list of the draft order for 2024. Now understand, you got a number of quarterbacks coming out. You got Michael Penix from Washington. You've got Caleb Williams from USC. I believe Bo Nix may be coming out. There's a number of top quarterbacks that are going to be coming out. So the first pick is Carolina's, but they traded that to Chicago. Chicago has, Justin Fields, so they may not be looking for a quarterback unless they look to move off of Justin Fields. But we know number 2 is definitely looking for a quarterback. There is no doubt that number 2 sitting there is going to be looking for a quarterback. Bill Belichick is sitting in that second position. Bill hard-ass Belichick is looking at, maybe I can recreate Tom Brady. That might save my career. Who am I going to pick for my new quarterback? I'm going to get somebody. I don't care if somebody jumps up and takes Chicago's spot and gets in front of me, but I'm going to get somebody good. And so because I have to look at this kid, Caleb Williams, I'm going to have to dig in. I'm going to have to dig in and say, well, I know Arizona, they've got Kyler Murray. Washington has Sam Howell. Chicago with their next pick, Justin Fields. New York Jets are going to need a quarterback. You got to get ready for Aaron Rodgers not being there. It's Zach Wilson and Tim Boyle. Tom Boyle ain't going to make it. Giants, I think you're going to look at something because Danny Dimes might not be there. Tennessee has Will Levis. So most of the teams in that top 10 don't need a quarterback. Maybe Tampa Bay might pick one just in case Baker Mayfield doesn't work out. But number 2 needs a quarterback. There is no doubt Bill Belichick will be taking a quarterback with his pick. So would Bill Belichick take Caleb Williams in the state he's in right now? Do you think that Bill Belichick and Caleb Williams will match? A hard-nosed, tough, older, other generation coach and a West Coast potential fluffy coming together. I don't see that match coming together. I don't know what they're going to do with Caleb Williams. He may work out for, New York, but then again, Robert Saleh, who used to be out in San Francisco, maybe he would work well under him, and Aaron Rodgers and him can do retreats together maybe. But I just don't see the Patriots taking this kid. I'm starting a new sports news show that's going to go live every single weekday night at 7 p.m. So please tune in. I'm going to be covering all the sports, everything that ESPN probably doesn't want to cover. You can find it at 7 p.m. every single weeknight. We're going to talk basketball. We're going to talk football. We're going to talk college football. We're going to talk all kinds of things. And I'd love for you to join me.